there's a good thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies of Lucifer, and why did it downward its treasured sites in Christianity?
There's a new data study that says that making proof we're not alone in the universe. UFO in the form of a bright light is descending over the dome of the rock of Jerusalem.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is 7:01 on October 13th, 2025. How was your weekend? Great. Good to hear. I'm so happy. Me too. Well, we're back, and it's Monday, starting a new week, and we've got a lot of stuff to go over tonight. So I'm really excited to get going and talk about the construction of the pyramids may have been solved. I know the title says it there, but using a hydraulic elevation mechanism. We'll talk about that. I did a little research on this type of thing. I mean, you think of elevators, okay, because that's kind of the idea I get from these hydraulic elevation mechanisms. It's real interesting. I have a theory on how they might have built the pyramids myself using this type of technology, but I've got some stuff to show you, obviously. People who know more than me about that. And we'll go over what's going on. Lou Elizondo is possibly suing Chupacabra and somebody else on the internet. Come on, Lou. Show some balls. I mean, who sues people in ufology? What are they suing them for? I don't know. We'll look at it, though. I just saw that Lou Elizondo could have a lawsuit against. I mean, what else is this guy doing? He owns a bar now in Wyoming. Did you know that? Yeah. Lou is now running a bar. Gee, I wonder where he got all that money from. Fucking pig. Sorry, I just hate the guy. Like, I really do. I think he's a scumbag that was brought into this community to fuck things up. And he said it. And he owned up to it. And he's a dick. And I tell you, I hate the guy. Oh, did I just say that? I wanted to make sure he knows that I dislike him and will treat him as such if I ever see him. I will not be nice to Lou Elizondo if we're ever in public. I will not be nice. I will not be nice. I won't be. Not to him. He's the only one I will be a dick to. Because he's the guy who fucked it all up for everybody. He was the face who told us all the lies. He was the fat fuck that flattened his wife. I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm not supposed to say that anymore. It makes him upset. He's the guy who ruined a few years of ufology. And still does. Still does. Just a few months ago, putting up that stupid irrigation circle hoax thing. What a dick. You're a dick, Lou. You're a little dick. A fat little dick. No, I mean that. Nobody else will tell him. Nobody. There's nobody out there. Maybe Chupacabra and those guys might. Maybe that's why Lou's suing him. Oh, he got his little feelings hurt. Did somebody say something about you, fatso? Oh, I lost weight. I dropped 30 pounds. Yeah, from your belly to your ass. Gosh. All right, who's here tonight? I feel a little bit like old Rich. Not the old school Rich. Man, I'm getting pissed off again. Don't let me get healthy. Don't let me get healthy. Who's here? Bernie Muro. How you doing? All right, welcome to the show. I started off sounding professional, right? And then I just lost it. I'm trying to get professionalized, like so I could be like everybody else. I don't know. Chicken Coop, what's up, man? How you doing? I see you got a lot of ideas on what's going on there in the pyramids. Good to see you. Glenn Collins, how do you be, mate? How you doing? Good. See ya. Glenn Collins, how you doing? Everything's good, brother. Hope things are good over there. Samo, how you doing, Chief? Juge Anjay, the angel of Goofon and RSA. Oh, welcome. Oh, wait, where the hell am I? 1 o'clock. Oh, I went back. I went the other way. I never go that way. Hey, Leadfoot, how you doing? Good to see you, Rich. Donnie Creel. How you doing, mister? Good to see you, man. Good to see people. UFO 91, how you doing? I have a feeling we're going to have like people, sauntering in as time goes on because of last night. I got sick. I missed 2 shows. For me to miss both shows, yeah, something's wrong. Jeanette's not even here. Yeah, she's not here yet. I saw a message from her at 1 o'clock. I went the other way. I usually scroll down. I scrolled up. And well, she'll be here, I guess, eventually. She always does. All right. Where are we? All right. If I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. We do got a lot of show to do. And what's on my thumb? I still have that bruise. Come on. I can't have this. I don't know why it's doing it. Everything goes good for like a few days. I know why. The background lighting is not on anymore because I have to put the new strip down. So it's throwing off the balance. It's all right. It's all right. What's that? Is that something on my shoulder? That's weird. See those creases? I don't know what that is. All right. Let's get to work. All right. Well, I'll start off with Lou and his lawsuit since we're already there. Oh, listen to this. Here, let me pull it up here. Yeah, okay. This is a little interesting. I hope you can read what I can see. If not, I'll read it to you. Well, it says here, former New York law enforcement officer and Lou Eliganzo's friend, Mike Disclosure, make legal threats to me. Oh, it's not Lou Eliganzo. Somebody sent this to me and said, "Do you hear Lou Eliganzo's suing?" Oh, I should have read into it. Former New York law enforcement officer and Lou Eliganzo's friend, Mike Disclosure, make legal threats to me, Red Panda Koala, and Tupacabra. That's Tupacabra there in the cartoon. Okay, my apologies for saying that Lou is the one suing, but he's still a fat fuck. Okay. A very large group of people who are working together to bring your reign of terror to an end. Some of these people have a lot of authority and a long reach to deal with you. It won't be just online complaints against you to take away your monetization. It will be in real life, right to your door. Oh my God, grow the fuck up. I want to know what was said. See, I don't venture into the X world. Maybe I should. You know what? I'm going to start tomorrow. And I have to make a little bit of an announcement since I already told someone tonight. Okay. I get it. I suck at answering emails, and I have for a good portion of a year. I am going to make it my number one focal point when I wake up in the morning and I'm getting breakfast ready to answer emails. I will not falter. I will not let you down unless I'm sick. If I'm sick, I don't do anything at all. So know this. If you sent me an email and there's no show and you didn't get a reply within 48 hours, I'm sick. For me to be sick longer than 2 days, it's rare, but it's not uncommon. So I'm going to make the effort, and I'm sorry to everyone who had to wait for a reply. I really mean that. I know it sucks, but I'm putting in that effort starting now. So I apologize for all of that shit, because it sucks. You know, you think you're going to get a reply from somebody you support and you watch, and they fucking ignore you. That's not cool. So I don't want to be that anymore. I took it for granted that, they'll be there, I don't feel good. I'll get to it later. There's no excuse. So I'm just going to play what this lawsuit's about. Let's take a look and a listen. Oh, look at this. Notice to cyber criminals, Chupacabra and Red Panda Koala. Okay. Now I realized why I don't venture in to the X world. Because all it is drama. And I thought you guys don't want drama. When we had drama, everybody complained. Well, half of you complained and the other half loved it. I love it. I love drama. Maybe I'm going to do what I want to do and not what I think you want me to do. But I want you to be happy. I don't want you to leave. I don't know what to do. But I'm just trying to make things more interesting. That's all. Hey, Bernie, throwing it down. A $5 super chat, super dono. That's right. If you want to help support Truthology for Ufology, all the links are in the show description with a super chat, super sticker, PayPal, and Cash App. Become a member as well. It all helps. If you can't do that, just like, comment, do something if you can't do it monetarily, because it does help. Thanks, Bernie. I appreciate you, brother. A long-time subscriber and what do you call it? A helper to the show. What did I say? All right, here we go.
Notice to cyber criminals Chupacabra and Red Panda Koala.
Big shout out to Mike at Disclosure. Great having you guys on the team. Appreciate everything you do. God bless.
Your reign of terror with cyberbullying and harassment on X and YouTube will be catching up with you. Thanks to Tio Red Octopus and his amazing research of public records, you two have been identified and verified with all of your current information in real life. Sam, Chupacabra, age 40, and Josh, Red Panda Koala, age 39, who are middle-aged but act like bad teenagers, are going to have legal consequences for your actions that will be taking place for each of you in your real lives. You can't hide. You can't escape. Simply changing your accounts online won't make this go away. I see by your public response to this that you find this all very funny. Don't worry, you won't be laughing for long. The saying goes, he who laughs last, laughs best, which means that all of your innocent victims will be having the last laugh at your expense. You managed to go after a lot of very powerful people with a long reach who are working together to put an end to your reign of terror. You've both fucked around online for a long time. Now you're going to find out in your real lives the legal consequences for your actions. Enjoy the pain, boys. You've both worked very hard for it.
Big shout out to Mike at Disclosure. Great having you guys on the team. Appreciate everything you.
Okay, I want to know, what is he gonna sue? What are they gonna sue over? There's nothing to get. Not like they have millions of dollars where you could sue them. Also, a lot of people, including myself, used to believe that if you sue somebody, you have to prove how much money they cost you by talking negatively about you or posting lies or slandering you. That's no longer the case. You don't need to prove that you lost money. I'm not saying in every case or every state, but I'm finding out, being a constitutionalist now, about a lot of laws that we think we know. That's one of them I just learned that is changing. So you can't throw them in jail. It's hate speech, basically. It's free. If there were threats, they get in trouble. If there were no threats, and all they did was what I did in the beginning, call Lou fat and all that stuff, name calling, you can't sue. Well, you can try to sue, but it will never make it to court. It's a frivolous lawsuit. It's First Amendment. So if these guys are threatening, which I think that's what's happened here, I'm not sure. That's the only way they could sue and win. I don't see slandering people in ufology has been going on since day one. And let me tell you why nobody gets sued. Because the people who want to sue you are frauds. That's it. Show us how you, were hurt with this UFO footage. And, you got to show your UFO footage maybe. You got to talk about aliens and stuff. It's a weird dynamic you're throwing into the mix there if you're doing this. I don't know. I'm going to have to find out what the hell's going on.
God bless.
Both Mr. Lingle, Chupacabra, and Mr. Anderson, Red Panda Koala, are now exposed to the world publicly. They have continued to harass innocent people for years now. They still think this is about one person, one account. So they operate with impunity and laugh and make jokes and videos about their actions online. I can assure you both that it isn't just one person. It's a very large group of people who are working together to bring your reign of terror to an end. Some of these people have a lot of authority and a long reach to deal with you. It won't be just online complaints against you to take away your monetization. It will be in real life, right to your door, where the legal consequences will continue to happen. It won't be just online complaints against you to take away your monetization.
All right, we get it. We get it. They're repeating. Oh, let's see what this one is.
So it's not just his criminal background that shows us.
Tio, you looked into Chupacabra Sam's background and found out that he refused to pay child support for his children, which you said publicly. So it's not just his criminal background that shows us who he is, but even his own children. Okay, so they're talking all personal shit. This is exactly what was going on when we were arguing with everybody 3 years ago. Right? 2.5 years ago. It's happening there every single day, so I'm not sure I want to get involved. It's another headache. Like, what am I going to do over there? Just listen and tell you guys, ooh, the drama. Well, I wouldn't have known about that. I mean, it is interesting in a way to see what's going on in ufology and Lou's friend. I mean, this is just weird. All right, let's get away from this. That's the drama we got away from. Yeah. All right. And I did. I got away from it. For you. Actually, I couldn't. I was too sick all the time. All right. Okay. This is so interesting. I'm glad we're here tonight. I really am. Because now they're saying a quantum computer decoded the engravings on the UFO sphere of Buga, Colombia. And I have that analysis. That's right, kids. This is about 8 minutes long. I don't know if we got to play the whole thing, but let's see what the message is and start at the 0. In 3, 2, and a go.
Code really says, and why some researchers are calling it the most important discovery in human history.
Since
According to
sliced
sources
bread.
inside MIT's Quantum Research Lab, the breakthrough...
Oh, by the way, I do not have. I'm looking for it. Yeah, I don't have caps, or what do you call it, for the hearing impaired.
Came at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday. They'd been stuck for weeks. Classical computers kept finding nothing. Pattern recognition software failed.
Hey, Cindy.
Even neural networks trained on every ancient language came up empty. Then someone suggested something radical. Feed the symbols into IBM's Condor processor. Link it with Google's Sycamore Quantum Cloud. Let these machines think in ways we can't. Here's what makes quantum different. Your laptop checks passwords one at a time.
Thank you, Metalhead.
A quantum computer, it checks billions simultaneously. It exists in every possibility until it collapses on the right answer. Think of it like this. You're looking for one specific grain of sand on a beach. Classical computing picks up each grain, examines it, sets it down. Quantum computing becomes the entire beach at once, then instantly knows which grain you want. The sphere's glyphs went into the quantum lattice at midnight. 3 hours later, patterns emerged. Not random patterns. Mathematical constants. The first sequence matched Planck's constant down to 15 decimal places. That's the smallest possible unit of energy in our universe. The number that defines quantum mechanics itself. The second sequence? Golden ratio spirals. The same mathematical pattern in hurricanes, galaxies, and DNA helixes. Nature's favorite number, carved into alien metal. Imagine if your phone could try every password at the same time. That's the speed we're talking about. This isn't tomorrow's technology. IBM and Google are running these systems today, right now. And they just cracked a code that shouldn't exist. For 72 hours straight, the quantum processors churned through possibilities. Each layer of symbols revealed new constants. The speed of light, the gravitational constant, numbers that hold reality together. The sphere wasn't speaking in words. It was speaking in the language of the universe itself. But here's where it gets uncomfortable for scientists.
Math.
These aren't approximations. They're exact, more precise than our best measurements. Whoever made this sphere knew physics better than we do. But the ratios were just the appetizer. The real meal was hiding in the deeper code. The second layer of symbols changed everything. When the quantum AI mapped these patterns, they weren't numbers anymore. They were frequencies. Resonance patterns that made the research team stop and stare. Because they'd seen these patterns before. LIGO detected them in 2015. Gravitational waves from colliding black holes. The sphere's engravings match the frequency signatures perfectly. Not similar, identical. How does a metal ball in Colombia contain the sound of black holes colliding a billion years ago? But wait, layer 3 got weirder. The patterns shifted into orbital resonances. Jupiter's moons dancing in perfect mathematical harmony. Saturn's rings maintaining their gaps through gravitational music. Even exoplanets we discovered last year, their orbital ratios carved into this sphere. Some physicists are calling it a cosmic Rosetta Stone. Others think it's more. Dr. Sarah Chen from Caltech put it bluntly. If you wanted to store the operating system of space-time, this is how you do it. Think about what that means. Not a message, not instructions, the actual mathematical architecture that makes reality work.
I had a thought. Because a lot of us were curious on whether or not this thing could actually fly or float or whatever. I made a comment last week about how the earth gets replenished from the sky. I don't know if you remember me talking about that, but there have been fishermen that have been out in the middle of the ocean near Alaska and saw columns of crab, small crab, not large, not big daddies, little crabs being dumped into the ocean. There has been visuals of fish doing the same thing. Now, I know what you're going to say. Oh, it's those water tornadoes, right? The vapor tornadoes, whatever they call them. Nope. I mean, yes and no, but that's not what these people are seeing. And it's happened not there. It's happened all over the world. People saw fish being dumped in the Sahara Desert out of the sky. Mr. MBB, he's got all that shit. We've played some of it here. So why is it impossible to think that maybe this thing is a Rosetta Stone and was gently thrown into the universe? Maybe there were 50 of these things and this one landed in Buga and all the others landed in the ocean or haven't been found. Wouldn't that be neat? A key to the future, to the past, and to everything now could be in that sphere. If it's real. I don't think it's real. But if we're going to play devil's advocate for a moment, I don't know what else to think it could be. It could be a Rosetta Stone of some sort. They crack it and figure it out. Maybe that's what they're doing. I'm not buying it, though. I think a guy made it.
The source code of existence, compressed into symbols on a metal sphere, that's not technology.
Oh, hey, remember the Georgia Guidestones? Same thing. People thought, oh, the aliens did that. They're giving us a message. Now some dude.
That's approaching something theological. We build computers that process information. This sphere might be information, pure math made physical. The simulation results sent chills through the lab. When they modeled how the three shells would interact with those frequencies, the sphere didn't behave like an object. It behaved like a resonance amplifier, a cosmic tuning fork. Feed it the right frequency, and it would sing back the structure of space itself. Before we reveal what happened when they actually tried that, hit subscribe, because what we're about to show you has never been publicly discussed. And trust me, you'll want to hear what sound came out. Every physicist knows Einstein's quote, "God doesn't play dice with the universe." Well, maybe God doesn't need dice when the rules are already written. And maybe, just maybe, we're looking at the rule book. Because when the team activated the resonance test, the sphere didn't just respond. It did something that violated 3 laws of physics. The quantum simulations revealed something nobody expected. Those 3 nested shells, they're not just sitting there. In the computer model, they create a field, an electromagnetic bubble that bends light around itself. DARPA's been working on this since 2018. MIT calls it metamaterial cloaking. Make an object invisible by routing photons around it like water around a stone. But the sphere's design is decades ahead. When researchers modeled how electromagnetic waves would interact with those aluminum layers, the results were bizarre. Light didn't just bend, it spiraled, created interference patterns that shouldn't exist with known materials.
Wow.
Dr. Michael Torres from MIT's Materials Lab ran the simulation 12 times.
MIT. Okay, it's in an official lab.
Same
Right?
result every time. The layering acts like a photonic processor.
Unless that means Mexico's Institute of Technology.
It's
That
computing
was
with
pretty
light
good.
itself. Now, those 9 microspheres floating between the shells, in simulation, they're not random. They're positioned at precise mathematical intervals. Golden ratio spacing, Fibonacci sequence alignment. Feed the model a frequency, any frequency, and the microspheres resonate, not randomly. They create standing waves that amplify specific harmonics, like a quantum tuning fork that remembers every note it's ever heard. Remember those viral videos about Sanskrit chants
Good day,
making the
Ozzy.
sphere vibrate? The simulation says it's possible. Not magic, physics. Certain frequencies would create resonance cascades through the nested structure. The sphere becomes a receiver, a transmitter, maybe both. We're not saying it's alien technology, but imagine a hard drive that doesn't store files. It stores fields, magnetic fields, gravitational signatures, electric patterns. That's what these simulations suggest this thing could do. The most unsettling simulation came from Caltech. They modeled what would happen if you fed the sphere its own encoded frequencies. The ones carved on its surface, the virtual sphere didn't just resonate. It generated a localized space-time distortion, tiny, microscopic, but measurable. That's not supposed to be possible with aluminum and microspheres. Halfway through our investigation, and we've barely scratched the surface. The sphere isn't just an object. It might be a key, a tuning fork for reality, a data capsule that stores physics instead of pictures. But next, we'll show you why some researchers think those symbols aren't just equations. They're coordinates. A star map pointing to places humanity has never been. The breakthrough came when someone stopped looking at the symbols as language. Dr. Lisa Park from Harvard's astrophysics department tried something different. She overlaid the glyph patterns onto star maps. Not Earth's night sky, deep space, Andromeda, the Magellanic Clouds, globular clusters older than our Sunday. The match was instant. 3 symbol sequences aligned perfectly with radio burst sources. FRB 202200319, FRB 202100807, coordinates marking the loudest cosmic screams we've ever detected. But here's what made everyone nervous. One pattern matched a source we haven't cataloged yet. A position in space where nothing visible exists. Just empty.
I'm so confused. What the hell did they just tell us? Listen, they said she put the sphere in Andromeda. What are they talking about? I gotta see this.
Surface. The sphere isn't just an object. It might be a key, a tuning fork for reality, a data capsule that stores physics instead of pictures. But next, we'll show you why some researchers think those symbols aren't just equations. They're coordinates. A star map pointing to places humanity has never been. The breakthrough came when someone stopped looking at the symbols as language. Dr. Lisa Park from Harvard's astrophysics department tried something different. She overlaid the glyph patterns onto star maps.
She overlaid the glyph maps over star maps? Wait, what'd she say?
From Harvard's astrophysics department tried something different. She overlaid the glyph patterns onto star maps.
The glyph patterns onto star maps. Now, this is where I got confused. I understand that part.
Not Earth's night sky, deep space, Andromeda.
She didn't do the overlay on our solar system or our universe. She did it with Andromeda. How? Where? She just aimed it at it? Or this is what doesn't make sense. Oh, they just did an overlay. And I'm calling bullshit. I don't like this at all. Listen.
Physics department tried something different. She overlaid the glyph patterns onto star maps.
It's too easy.
Not Earth's night sky, deep space, Andromeda. The Magellanic Clouds. Globular clusters older than our Sunday. The match was instant. 3 symbol sequences aligned perfectly with radio burst sources. FRB 202-20319. FRB 20210-807. Coordinates marking the loudest cosmic screams we've ever detected.
Where?
But here's what made everyone nervous. One pattern matched a source we haven't cataloged yet.
No.
A position in space where nothing visible exists. Just empty darkness between Andromeda
No
and
metal.
Triangulum. The quantum AI suggests it's not empty. Something's there, waiting. Think about what we did with Voyager's golden
man.
record. We carved our address into metal.
That sounds good.
Music, math, DNA sequences. This is humanity. This is where we live. What if this sphere is the same thing? Not from here, from there. A probe carrying not just information but navigation. The ultimate message in a bottle, with a return address written in gravitational frequencies.
Yes. And how are we going to get there? Views. Throwing it down. That's $1.99, but we round it up. That's a $2. I forget. What are we calling those? Quids? $2 quid. All this FRB talk. I'm hungering for Arby's. Am I right? Say word. Thank you very much for the doo. A continuing supporter of Goofon. All right. This Boogosphere needs to fly, yes? Right. It isn't. It'll never, and it won't, because it can't. Yeah. I think it was one and done. And it may be, what did they call it? A red herring or red bird? It could be like a message in a bottle. It could have been given to us from the heavens. I'm just saying. We don't know everything about this world, and that's why we're here. I mean, here at Goofon. Because we all want answers. We want to know some new things. We want to know what's going on in the weird world. Anything new happening? Any new discoveries? Any UFOs to speak of? Yeah, sure. Uh-huh. All right. Well, Astronomy Vibes spoke with Avi Loeb. And Avi Loeb reveals that the Galileo project is looking into whether 3i Atlas is alone now. Oh, this just gets... You know, Avi Loeb is one of the weirdest people I think we have ever encountered here in ufology. It'll be interesting to see if they authenticate our findings, he says, that indeed 3i Atlas does have companions. So they are... oh, okay. So they already think there's companions. Oh, righty. Let's see what he says here.
We did get one report that as 3i Atlas gets closer now to the sun, telescopes here on Earth are picking up other objects flying alongside it. Is that accurate?
Well, there are always objects. The question is whether we see unusual activity. And in fact, I tasked my research team at the Galileo project to monitor the sky for any unusual activity, because it's possible that if it's a alien probe, that in fact it would release some mini probes that will visit the planets.
Yeah.
You know, we should not assume anything. It's a blind date, and we should watch the other side, you know, just in case there is a serial killer there.
We did get one report that as 3i Atlas gets close.
Oh, in case there's a planet killer hiding alongside it. Thanks, Avi, for the fear mongering. Giddy up. Let's get rid of these. Tune in. Lock up. Huh? All right. All right, let's go. Let's get to it. Oh my God, guys. I'm going to play this clip real quick. This can't be real. So, from Freedom Force on X, somebody posted this. Well, Freedom Force. I have never seen Stanley Kubrick's confession of faking all the moon landings. All of them, peeps? Oh, that changes everything in history. Wow, this can't be real. Tell me this is AI.
Perpetrated a huge fraud, which I am now about to detail.
Okay.
Involving the United States government and NASA.
All right.
The volume's low.
And I'm sure you've heard the rumors.
The moon landing hoax?
That's right. That the moon landing was fake. The moon landings all were fake. And I was the person who filmed it.
You're serious? And okay.
I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
Hold on. I want to see if I can detect AI.
You're serious? And
hold on.
All were fake. And I was the person.
The moon landing hoax?
That's right. That the moon landing was fake. The moon landings all were fake. And I was the person.
It looks like he really said it.
Who filmed it.
You're serious? And okay.
This is old news?
Because I only had this certain amount.
Wait, it may be old. We know that this is old news, but we only thought he did the first one. Not all of them.
Time with you, and I'll talk about whatever you want.
That's crazy. Well, we don't have to listen to the rest of it, but that's just crazy. If true. I don't like it. Oh. Really? Okay. Well, thanks. I'm glad I played it because I wanted to know, and you guys know more than me, so. Just thought it was interesting, and I'm glad. I'm glad I played it. It's very rare we get to see that. All right. I have so much stuff to go over. I don't think I'll be able to get through it all. I'm looking for my guys. Come on now. Oh, here it is. I thought my story was missing. 4,500-year-old mystery solved. after hydraulics found in ancient pyramids. See, I'm not buying it. Still, I don't want to buy it yet. I have a problem. What's wrong with me? Okay, here's a 1:12 video, and then I'll go into the details here with some other video. I don't know.
Despite the Great Pyramids of Giza being one of the most studied archaeological sites in the world, they still remain quite a mystery to experts. Most notably, archaeologists could never seem to definitively explain how they were built, as the stone building materials were sourced quite far away. However, experts have now used satellite radar imaging to uncover a secret buried for millennia. In addition to the Great Pyramids of Giza, there are a total of 31 pyramids built in what is now completely inhospitable desert. However, experts now say that their satellite imaging has revealed there used to be an ancient branch of the Nile River that ran right along next to where all of them were built. This is what the 40-mile stretch of waterway likely looked like between 4,700 and 3,700 years ago when the pyramids were all built. And as you can see, it runs right next to all of these famed archaeological sites. This waterway would have been used to ferry the giant stone building blocks from their point of origin all the way to the pyramid construction sites. This is what experts have expected for a while, but were never able to confirm. The stones used to build the pyramids were diverse in size. However, the largest weigh upwards of 10 tons.
Oh, what'd I do? Hold on. Hold on, kid.
Actually got the Nobel Prize, called me, and
all right. So the video tells us very little, but the Step Pyramid is the one that they're really concerned with here in Saqqara, Egypt, is believed to be the oldest of the 7 pyramids, about 4,500 years old. Scientists believe a hydraulic-powered mechanism was used to move the massive stone blocks and place them from the ground up to the iconic pyramid shape we all recognize today. How did scientists reach these findings, you ask? Well, after inspecting the Step Pyramids' internal architecture, they found the construction to be consistent with a hydraulic elevation mechanism. And this is a pretty remarkable discovery, as the use of a system like this has never been reported in this location or this time period. So what would this system have looked like? Well, with the hydraulic system, the water pressure would have been able to push the stone blocks into their place. The team also looked at maps of nearby watersheds, including Saqqara structures known as the Gizr el-Mudir enclosure, I don't know how the hell to say that, which appeared to have a check dam that could have trapped sediment and water. Wow! Past the dam, the topography indicated the possibility of a temporary lake west of the Djoser complex, comparable to a moat surrounded by water flowing. Okay. A temporary lake could have been created to connect the Nile tributary to a dry moat around the Djoser area, and this would have aided with the hydraulic system to move materials. The ancient architects likely raised the stones from the pyramid center in a volcano fashion, using the sediment-free water from the dry moat, a south section, that the authors explain. I don't know what the frig that means. A south section? I don't know what that means. Further evidence. Additionally, the team came across a significant find in the south section of the moat, in what they described as a monumental linear rock cut structure consisting of successive deep compartments combines the technical requirements of a water treatment facility, a settling basin, a retention basin, and a purification system. Dude, are you kidding me? Therefore, they believe the Gizr el-Mudir and the Dry Moata inner south section worked as a unified hydraulic system that improves water quality and regulates flow for practical purposes and human needs. Furthermore, they reckon there was enough water available in the area for this project. The team added, ancient Egyptians are famous for their pioneering and mastery of hydraulics through canals for irrigation purposes and barges to transport huge stones. This work opens a new line of research, the use of hydraulic force to erect the massive structures built by pharaohs. Do you believe that it was a hydraulic system? It does make sense. It does. All that water, and it just bloop, like a volcano. They just spill out into their bloop place. Here they come. All the water's pushing them up, push like a cork in the bathtub. Now you understand. All right. Well, I don't know what's possible. That sounds possible. I've heard people mentioning, I had a guy on my show. Oh my God, what a great, one of the best interviews and guests I ever had. I should replay that as a premiere. He talked about how he thought the pyramids were built, and he said they used water, but it was nothing like this. And he had diagrams and everything. I don't know if you guys were here. Some of you might remember. Man, you know, if that's true, and I don't know, it changes everything. We still don't know how old they really are, right? We don't know who built them. The pharaohs, please. Tim Burchett, that's right, Tim Burchett. He's telling America to get ready. The Age of Disclosure reveals the U.S. government's cover-up of a non-human intelligent life featuring 34 high-ranked U.S. officials breaking their silence in this explosive documentary coming out. And now, Birdshit will tell you more in this fuck-you-mentary. Sorry.
Are ready to receive the truth.
Say word.
Humanity is not the only intelligence in the universe.
Humanity is not the only intelligent species.
We are absolutely not alone. Non-human intelligence exists.
UAPs are real, they're here, and they're not human.
UAPs are real, they're here, and they're queer. I was waiting for him to say that because he's got that Tim Walt. What's that guy's name? Tampon Tim?
And they're not human. I spent 25 years as a senior official with the CIA.
I've worked on highly classified UAP programs.
28 years as an astrophysicist.
I served as the 4th Director of National Intelligence.
Director of Aviation Security in the National Security Council.
A one-star admiral after 32 years of service.
People that come forward with this, I feel like they've taken their life in their own hands.
I was recruited to a highly sensitive government program that investigated unidentified aerial phenomenon.
For over 16 years, on behalf of the U.S. government, I worked as a senior intelligence official on the unidentified aerial phenomenon topic.
We learned that the U.S. government was involved in a long-running secret war with other nations to collect and reverse engineer vehicles not made by humans.
I have seen with my own eyes non-human craft and non-human beings.
No, you haven't. Yeah, in your toilet.
Look at that thing. It's rotating. There's a whole fleet of them.
The first country that cracks the code on this technology will be the leader for years to come.
China has established its own version of a UAP.
Let me ask you, people. Let me ask you what he just said has got to be the most dictatorship way of thinking I've ever heard. You're going to rule the world? Hitler is on the left. I told you guys. I'm sorry. Couldn't help it. I just thought that was very Hitlerish. We're going to rule the world. Whoever. Why, Rich? Why would they rule the world? Because if they get the power of that weapon, they could kill everybody who doesn't go by what they say. That's the left. That's ufology. That's the way of thinking. He didn't say, oh, whoever gets this monumental discovery will share it with the world. No. He didn't say that. In his mind, whoever gets this massive discovery, whoever has it, will rule the world. That's what he said. Am I lying? Did I make it up? Did I just hear the wrong thing? Am I going crazy?
That cracks the code on this technology will be the leader for years to come.
China has established its own version of a UAP task force.
You think for a second that they wouldn't consider using it to achieve their ends of domination?
This is similar to the Manhattan Project. This is the atomic weapon on steroids.
This is...
And will rule the world! I'm sorry.
So secret, very, very few people in our entire government have been allowed access to it.
Even presidents have been operating on a need-to-know basis, but that begins to ramp out of control.
It's not acceptable to have secret parts of government that no one ever sees.
You better be careful about a government that doesn't trust its people, because there's no telling what they'll pull on you.
This is the biggest discovery in human history.
You had information being locked away that could change the trajectory for species.
It has so many beneficial impacts, including clean energy.
We should have disclosure today. We should have disclosure tomorrow. The time has come.
Rinse and repeat. You're going to hear the same things. You know, we've got NHI, but they won't tell us. You're going to hear the same things. You know, they have this technology, but they don't want to tell us yet until they perfect it. You're going to hear whoever cracks the code will rule the world. You'll see. Oh, yeah. Holy mackerel. I have never seen a star child, a star seed, like the one you're going to see now. All right. Enough playing around. So this girl's a star seed. This little star seed knows what's about to happen. I have to tell you this. The earth really broke in half, Mom. I'll leave it there and I'll play the rest. You guys probably seen this already. Oh, and I'm sure it's old because, you know, it's the internet. It takes a while for stuff to get around. All right, here we go. I'm not an internet guy. I don't stay on the internet all day. All I do is my research for the show and get out. Well, a little more than that.
So I have to tell you, Mommy.
I'm sorry. I just thought her voice was a little girly.
So I have to tell you this, that the earth will be broken in half, Mom.
So now what?
Now it's on a new planet. That just is like Earth, but different. Okay, I like Earth.
We're not on Earth anymore? What are we on?
I don't remember. So we're really on a different planet, Mom.
Because the Earth broke in half?
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple of things here. Very strange. But not totally unusual for a child with such an imagination. But where did she get this information from? That's the one thing we're not seeing here. I'm sure there's background on this girl and her mother. There might even be a channel with them doing this on the regular, and this one just made it out to the internet worldwide. But it's interesting. Nonetheless, kids do have that sixth sense that we used to have it, and then we lost it. But you can get it back somehow. I don't know how, but I think every now and then I get a glimpse of it. So I want to believe. But what is she trying to say? The earth split. Okay, so does that mean a different dimension came in here and it split? Or did the poles shift? Is she seeing the future? Because it sounds like she's talking as if it just happened. Like now, Pretty interesting. Pretty weird. See, it would be cool to have kids just for that. But other than that, not for me. Not for me. All right. Oh, yeah. Anna Luna Paluna. Nah. All right. Anna Luna and Her Lips talks about what the government knows and the idea that some aliens are interdimensional beings. This is someone in Congress, right? What are we doing? She also claims that we have technology, possibly, that is only being used and known by the government. Big respect for her speaking out, though, you have to admit. That is very noble. Because not everybody will do this. But I don't buy the authenticity anyway. I don't buy that this is, just on a whim. No, they knew. Everybody knows what's going on before she speaks. She's telling them, I'm going to ask you some hard questions. I'm going to ask you, don't get mad. What are they? I'd rather not tell you so you act surprised for real. I'm sure that conversation happened. All right, check it out.
I can tell you with confidence that exists that we don't know how to explain currently.
Interdimensional beings, that they know that these are interdimensional beings. How do they know that?
Based on testimony would be based on witnesses that have come forward. They've seen things. And what I can tell you without getting into classified conversations is that there have been incidences that I believe where very credible people have reported that there have been movement outside of time and space. Have I seen a portal open? No. Have I seen a spaceship? Personally, no. Have I seen evidence of this? Yes. Have I seen photo documentation of aircraft that I believe were not made by mankind? Yes.
Hey, Anjali.
Is there historical significance to this? Yes. Is there multiple events that go back to, I would argue, maybe even before the time of Christ that have documented this in text? Yes. So do I believe that the government has access to certain technology? Yes, to an extent. And I believe that certain contractors potentially have back engineered this tech.
What kind of evidence have you seen?
I have seen photos. I have seen...
what have you seen photos of?
So I was in a skiff, and I can't discuss all that was in a skiff, but what I can tell you is based on the photos that I've seen, I'm very confident that there's things out there that have not been created by mankind.
It seems crazy that people have access to information that shows that there's something outside of us that is more intelligent, at least more capable than we are, and they hide it from everybody else. If you ask the general...
Wait, hold on. Did she say what I thought she said?
Contractors potentially have back engineered this tech.
What kind of evidence have you seen?
I have seen photos. I have seen...
what have you seen photos of?
So I was in a skiff, and I can't discuss all that was in a skiff, but what I can tell you is based on the photos that I've seen, I'm very confident that there's things out there that have not been created by mankind.
Okay, think about that. She says, I'm very confident that there are things out there that weren't built by man. Right? Is that what she said? Am I not? My memory's bad today. But that doesn't mean she knows what she's looking at. How much experience does Anna Paulina Luna have looking at, this stuff? I'm not so sure she even knows what she saw. But she's not a dummy. And she could tell the difference probably, you know, so interesting. It is. It really is. She didn't tell us anything, but other than that, it's possible that some of the things she saw were not made by man. That's crazy. God, I hope it's true. Dead Fish, I hope you're still here. Dead Fish Cheese. I can't see your whole name. 3-year anniversary. So he has a documentary if you want to know the truth. I'm so interested in this now. The Orange Orbs 2023 UFO shootdowns. Yes, everybody. Where can I find that? Is that on a YouTube channel, Dead Fish? I want to show everybody. Very interested in the orbs. Is it Dead Fish Orchestra? No. Where can we find you? I tell you what, if you want, can you email me the link on where I could tell people to go watch it? Dead Fish Cheese Spread. Hold on. Thank you. I'm pulling it up, people. I usually don't do this during the show because it throws me off. And I can't concentrate on my Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, there's your font. Let's subscribe. Let's give them like as many subscribe numbers we can. Oh, all right, man. So videos, I'm assuming. And it's called The Orange Orb. Oh, it's 1 hour and 40 minutes. Good job, dude. So I'm just going to show people what it looks like so everybody knows, okay? I'm not going to go into anything that would ruin it for you. I just want to show. Is that okay? Here it is. So this is the video from Dead Fish Cheese Spread. Let's go ahead and subscribe. Yep. We'll get all notifications. And check them out. See if we can get you at least 150 subs. Or 50. Good. Okay, so we'll go check that out. I'll watch it and then we'll talk about it. I'll let you know. I'm interested. All right. Yeah, thanks for letting us know about that too. What's that? Oh, here it is. Look, I'll show you one more time, everybody. It's Dead Fish Cheese here. Let me put the link in the chat room so you guys can go there. Here it is in the chat room. I hope that worked. Oh, shit. I hit the wrong thing. How'd that happen? God, I hate this. There it is. All right, guys. Hey, Tacey. All right. We got a few more things to run over here. Okay, sick of psionics. That doesn't mean what you think. Let me pull it up here. Psionics is all the new rage, my peeps. It is the new way to get in touch with aliens. And it's interesting. If you know, what am I trying to say? I can't even speak anymore. Hold on a second. I'm reading at the same time. That's why. All right. So it's from Red Panda Koala. Rose Cuckold gives an update on Skywatcher. We've talked about that before. New video coming soon on summoning UFOs with psionics and the dog whistle. They're doing a study on psionics and it's being peer reviewed. Oh, cool. No cover-up underway. Let me show you what Rose Cuckold is saying here about this. And he is just in it with this psionics bullshit. And Jake Barber. I think he's the guy, you know, Jake Baldy. He's the guy who had the egg, and he was carrying the egg, and he felt a connection with the egg, and then he scrambled it and ate it.
I don't think I'm giving anything away here. I can tell you that there is going to be a video coming out, I hope relatively soon, from our friends at Skywatcher. That's the Jake Barber, Alex Clokus, privately
Cha-ching.
funded group that are investigating UAP phenomena.
They won't make any money.
Trying to use psionic summoning and the dog whistle to bring UAP objects, craft close in so that they can be videoed, photographed, and studied.
Why is it every one of the whistleblowers either gets a business going, or they get on a venture where they're going on a speaking tour, speaking engagements, and all sorts of private engagements where they're making thousands and thousands of dollars telling their story? Unprovable stories at best about what the government may or may not be doing, because no proof. It's very frustrating to be on this side of it. I can't imagine what it must be like for those guys. How do they go to sleep every night knowing that their message isn't being really believed? Everybody could be telling the truth for all we know. And everybody could be lying. I think there's a mixture of both. And that's why everybody talks about disinformation. That's why everybody makes fun of the people when they talk about, that I connected with now he's a summoner. And this guy knows now he can talk to aliens all of a sudden. Why didn't you mention that when you were... Anyway, it's just very frustrating.
They are doing a study on psionics. They've spoken publicly about this in their previous videos. I think they've done interviews where they've talked about the fact that they are going to be studying telepathy and psionics. And I'm really excited. I'm aware of some of the work that they've been doing, and I'm really excited. I'm told they are in the peer review process at the moment, and it's taking a lot longer than expected. I am assured there is no cover-up underway, that they are going to be fully open and transparent. And I'm
Oh, well, if Rose says so, then it's good.
looking forward at some stage to interviewing either Alex or Jake or somebody from Skywatcher about it. But they are tied up in a very rigorous peer review process that is part of their own internal vetting and checking procedures. But at some stage, very, very soon, quite exciting work that I'm aware of that they've been doing with telepathy will be being made public.
Will be being made public. Very good English, Rose. And we're listening to a guy who's got one of the worst reputations in journalism. Go figure. It's no wonder why he's working here in ufology. It's the place you go to die. And if you make it, I almost canceled the show. Holy shit. Did I? No. Wow. Oh, I can't believe what I just did and didn't go through. I clicked on the back arrow and it was for the show. I would have been disconnected. That's all it takes. All right, here we go. Okay. Let me see what this is. This is I'm going to just pull it up and we'll look at this together. I don't know why I chose this to talk about, but I want to make sure we figure it out. All right, this is it. Why did I choose this? This satellite imagery from official government website over the weekend is insane. Oh, the Bureau of Meteorology is blaming a glitch stating there is an outage of satellite data and are working to resolve the problem. Oh, yeah. Whoever they always state the same response when the images don't wish you see are picked up. Wait, what? When they don't want you to see something, they give you this lie. Make up your own minds. Whatever it is, it's once again coming from Antarctica. You ready? Are you ready for this? Yes, Regis. Well, we've got some sort of weird anomaly, but it isn't happening, Rich. No, it's not, is it, Reg? Refresh. Go ahead, refresh it, you prick. Huh? All right, here we go. Why isn't this working? What's going on? Come on. Here it is. What the hell's this? Okay. Tell me that doesn't look like a glitch. Anybody? Does anybody know what this looks like? I've never, in all my digital years being me, I've never seen this kind of anomaly on a TV, on a computer, on my phone, on a tablet, anywhere, not even a video game. That is so weird. It looks like waves of something coming from Antarctica. Sunday, October 12th this year. And then the snow. Watch. I mean, that. Look at that. Let's open it up. Whoa. You can see little lines in here. See that? Right there. Kind of looks like an American flag being turned. If you colored it red and white. Pretty weird. And the end is weird. Like right up here. Where it turns black. Oh, it's not going. Here we go. Anyway, you get the gist. Very strange. I'm sure Into Thin Air is doing something on it. I2TA. Everybody. All right, Jason. Do you guys remember Jason Sands? He came on this show, but didn't tell anybody who he was, the whistleblower. And then a year later, he became a whistleblower on X. He's now saying that disclosure is controlled and scripted. Why? Why bother saying this now? He says, I still think disclosure is blue beam, and I will be screaming this till the fake Jesus comes home. Why do NASA buy so much glitter? Oh, I don't know what the hell that means. But let's hear what he said. Hold on. I am clicking on buttons by accident. It's freaking me out. Here we go. How did that happen? Wow, this is amazing to me. Here we go. Look at the crap that's going on.
Happy Monday. Hope everyone's had a good day. I want to take everyone back to the Jason Sands interview that we had on Saturday night. There were some really good questions asked, and I asked questions about disclosure at the moment because I'm getting a bit sick of disclosure. I do feel like it's pointing everybody down one route, and I asked him that, and I told him that. But I also asked him a question about how controlled disclosure is. Here's the clip of that question, and here is Jason Sands stating that it is very much controlled and scripted. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
So that means he is controlled and scripted. That goes all over government freaking liars.
This is Bluebeam, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm going to be screaming that until the fake Jesus comes home. Peace.
Disclosure at the minute feels very
What's up,
controlled
Galvinator?
and leading down one narrative.
Or
you only have to go back to
Galvo-Rither?
2023 when Eric Tabor came out and was talking about the pearlescent egg-shaped craft and the way he explained how it had no propulsion system or jet engines, and that this information was going to be released in 12 months' time. 13 months down the line, Jake Barber comes out with the crash retrieval footage and describes the pearlescent egg-shaped craft word for word exactly the same as Eric Tabor. You also have Mike Herrera, who, I mean, no disrespect when I say this, was a Marine, just a Marine. He wasn't part of the program, yet he is now a reverse engineering expert. And you also got Eric Davis, and this is where it seems like 25 years ago.
I love these guys who have their podcast, get a guest on, and overtalk the guest. I mean, he's not even giving him a chance to speak. You should only ask a question, do it quick, and let them run the show. You never talk this much. I hate it when hosts do that.
Because you've got Eric Davis saying
I mean, look how much time's gone by. The whole thing. What's Jason going to say? Yeah. And then he's done. One word.
Same thing as Bob D.
You know what? I don't even care.
My question is...
Shut off. Now he's asking a question with 22 seconds left. No, done. I don't care. I don't even know who that was. I hate that guy. Sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry. That makes me mad. Get to the point. Nobody wants to hear you fucking blabber. Why I don't have guests, so I can blab all I want. You see? All right. A fast-moving... Let's get into some UFOs here before we get out. Fast-moving object spotted. It doesn't resemble a plane, and it's moving way too fast for a commercial jet. The witness said it appeared and disappeared in seconds, and that's why he started filming. Wait a second. If it appeared then disappeared, then it's gone. You filmed nothing. All right, let's see what the hell's going on here. The guy said, yeah, when it appeared and disappeared, that's when I started filming it. Well, that means it disappeared and you filmed nothing. But we got something. And this is an airplane in the distance near sunrise or sunset. And it's higher than where the sun is. And it's giving a glow off of the plane and the contrail. And you can't see the airplane. This is out of focus just enough so you can't see the plane. I've got 100 of these. Hold on. I hate these guys because they really believe it's a UFO. Really? Oh, it's appearing and disappearing. You mean clouds are in the way? Let's see what. Maybe I'm wrong. Appearing and disappearing. I remember hearing those words. Okay, so the plane was probably turning or something, right? So it was going like this. Maybe it went like this, and now we're seeing it reflect the sun more. Unreal. Oh my God, I thought that said 200. Scared the shit out of me. Thank you, views. Throwing it down again. I'll take a look in a sec. Okay, so this is an airplane. It's out of focus. And this is the contrail. It's out of focus. End of story. Oh, it's disappearing and it's reappearing. Yeah, it's what happens when planes reflect shit. It's probably turning. It looks like it. It even looked like it might have been making a turn, a slight turn. Watch the way it just... See? It gets a little bigger. God, I'm good. Yoop. I am. I really am. See, if I never spent 22,000 hours scanning the sky and recording bullshit, I wouldn't know what a plane looks like in the distance. I wouldn't know what a satellite looks like reflecting the sun. I wouldn't know anything. And that's what we have here. Somebody who doesn't know what they're looking at. And Michael Bradbury, who has MBB 333, you think he would know? He's not a sky watcher. He may watch the sky every now and then, but he's not a real UFO hunter like I was, am, and will be. And this weekend, or this week, maybe Wednesday or probably maybe Thursday, I'm going to do the midnight UFO hunt live for members only. Friday, you want to do it Friday? We'll do it Friday then. So it's not during the week. Everybody says they're still seeing the lights out over Pine Island. And I want to see them coming out of the water. I'm itching, man. I was just sick the last day. Couldn't go yesterday. All right, one more. Here's some good UFO footage. Man yells at his friend to look at UFOs in the sky. Let's check this one out. Oh, okay, this one I don't know. Maybe you guys will figure it out before me, but I like these because we never get to know what they are. And it's probably airplanes. I didn't see any flashing lights. Go.
Right now, Paul. Come here right now. Right now.
Hold on.
Come here right now. Right now, Paul. Come here right now.
Okay, that's
right now.
pretty cool.
Paul, right now. What is that? What is that? What is that?
Hold on. I saw a flashing light here on this bottom one.
Come here right now. Right
Let's
now.
see if it
Paul.
happens.
Come here right now. Right now. Paul, right now.
Here
What
it
is
comes.
that?
Let's see.
What is that?
No.
What is that?
No flashing lights. Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty cool. But it looks like they're going down already. You know?
What is that? What is that? What is that?
Okay, so here's a question for everybody. Where's the rest of that? Where's the rest of that? Where's the rest of that? You stop recording it as it's in the vision, as it's still above the trees? They know what it was. Probably 2 helicopters. 2 drones with little red flares on them. I'm going to do all sorts of cool tests with that drone. Yeah, I know, someday. Here's another. Okay, anything that comes from the channel or X or TikTok that is from World News X, you have to think hoax first. You have to think this ain't real first. Because they get some shit that Third Phase wouldn't even put on, or Secure Team for that matter. This is wild. I don't know what this is. You see, this is what I don't like. Why isn't this in the news? Why isn't this anywhere except here? If this was real. And just wait. Just wait. 6 months to a year. We will never be able to distinguish AI UFOs. It's over for ufology. It is. It's over. It's been over. Let's just say that. But you want to put a nail in the coffin? Have AI make these UFOs for us. It's gonna suck. Because you can make them look a little blurry, you can make them look shaky, you can make them focus in, focus out, disc-shaped, cylinder-shaped, triangle, at night, during the day, in the tornado, in the thunderstorm, on the beach, over the ocean. It's endless. It's endless. Well, one thing that's not endless is this show. We're done. I want to thank you all for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow. I won't be sick. I don't think I will be. But tomorrow I'm doing a show on Rich Saves America. Maybe at noon. I already have it set up for noon. We'll see. I may be doing something tomorrow, so I may not be home, but I'll have to think. But we'll be back tomorrow night. Thank you, moderators and super chatters, newcomers and veterans, making this show enjoyable for me and those who first and have always been here. I want to thank you for taking a few hours of your day to spend it here at Goof On. Blah, 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 blah. All right. No, I mean that. Thank you very much, everybody. And yeah, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Start looking up. Get out of your phone. Damn it. Alien bless.